Alright, sorry, brothers. So what we need now to get this job done, to make your signs. Now, like I said, you need your canvas. You know, I have a piece of cardboard here that I found somewhere on the street, man. I don't have a problem going in the damn dumpsters to get garbage. Slakia, to get cardboards to make the signs, to do this work, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they say in the islands, man, I don't watch no face. Alright? Wherever I gotta get the canvases from, where it's cheaper for me to do it, it's cheaper for me to see a cardboard somewhere laying there and just take it up, man. Shit. And try to go to Staples or Kinko's or whatever, one of them office supply places to get canvases to make signs. Alright, so regular cardboard, you need your tape, your roll of tape. Alright, you need a cellophane tape. Alright, you need your glue stick, whatever brand, you know, the glue stick. Alright, so you brothers can see it, you know, need that glue stick. Alright, you need something sharp to cut with. Me, I have this, you know, this construction, what do they call it, drywall knife. That's just what I use, but you can use like a razor blade or whatever. Of course, you need your scissors, you know. For me, I use tacks. I use tacks as well. You know, these little tacks, you know, they help me in the process, you know, to get the thing done. And I mean, you know, brothers, you'll develop your own system. Once you apply yourself and start trying it, you'll develop your own system ultimately. But you know, these are some of the things that I use. Alright? Alright? Alright, so I'm just gonna start. Clear out some of this stuff right here. Now I kind of did it in advance, of course, because you know I don't want to take up a lot of time. You know, I don't have, like I said before, I don't have that fancy software to make everything go fast and all that shit. So, you know what I mean? Doing it ghetto style. Alright? So, you get your paper, you know? Let me find that paper that I reserved with the edges on it. Alright? You get your paper after it's printed out. As you can see, this is the sign printed out in sections, as I explained before when I was, you know, showing you stuff on the computer. See, it's in sections, different sections. So you got to put it together now like a puzzle. Alright? Now I did this section in advance. See? That's what I use this for. The cellophane tape. You know? So you see the sections right here. Just folding the different sections. You know? Alright, so I'm going to put this down real quick and just put this together in the Spirit of the Lord real fast. And just put it together. Oh, by the way, Salakia, I got to trim this edge. You know? Yeah, I got to cut off this edge. By the way, I didn't show you because what I usually do is the line, the edges that are not necessary on the paper, I use a ruler. Let me see if I can show y'all. I use a ruler to mark a line. As you can see where I was cutting, I use a ruler to mark a line to where I'm going to cut. So I'm going to cut this section off and then this section on the here. Alright? Now after I finish cutting it off, this is what it should look like without that unnecessary border that was there. Alright? Now I use the line, the ruler to mark the line so I can make an accurate cut. You know, because you don't want to cut into the words and have it looking all jagged. Alright? If you do it like that, it won't look seamless. Alright? So you use a ruler, you know, and cut off those, and draw the line so like here. And then you, alright, so I'm just going to cut off this edge as fast as I can. So in the spirit, brother, I have a lot of people so this piece goes here. That's a part of the puzzle. You know, take your tape, you know, and you start taping, and you make sure that it lines up. Wait a minute. Oh, Salakia, but I got the wrong piece on here, man. You see? Well, you gotta kind of pay attention. I should have been paying attention, man. All right, Salakia, brothers. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the piece to the puzzle, man. Salakia on that, man. All right, yeah. See, this was the piece to the puzzle, man. See, the word Shem comes together right there. You know. All right, so let me just do it like as quickly as I can. All right, so get another piece. Is it? Oh yeah, that's the piece for that. Put that together real fast. Y'all see me doing it. Normally when I'm doing this on my own, through the Spirit of the Lord, you know, with each assignment, you know, I do it much slower, you know, at my own pace, you know what I mean? But for making this video and not have it stretch out for a long period of time, I'm just kind of rushing it, you know? All right, so going with a little brisk pace right here. All right. Sounds, man, that's just Satan getting upset that I'm showing you brothers how to do this thing. Alright, so now we have the pieces together right here. Line them up together. Now you got after this is how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these are 8 pieces that I just put together. I'm not even gonna spend the whole time putting this particular piece together, but I mean, let me just show y'all. You get the picture. Once you get done, once you've taped all of it, it should look like one seamless sign. Once you've taped all of it, you know. Slack. Let me just show y'all. Once you've taped it. By the way, this is a finished portion right here. This is one that I've already finished. Alright? This is one that I've already finished. Let me back up. See? Alright, so it's ready to go on the canvas. Alright, so I'm going to put this on the canvas after I remove the tape. Alright, so this is where you're going to need your tack. So you grab the tacks. Definitely gonna need those. I grab my tacks. Now on the computer I mentioned the borders, right? Now I'm gonna show you in the Spirit of the Lord, alright? That I'm trying to line this thing up properly. Now I'm gonna stand up because I want to make sure that I line it up properly. So when you have it there, you know, all right, you got to make sure that the border line that is in relation to the image doesn't necessarily go overboard. You know what I'm saying? Or over the edge of the canvas. Let me see. And you check each corner. Try to get it to some kind of equal share, so to speak, you know. Alright, so once it's all lined up properly, alright, well, you pin the corners. Now I just pin the top corners, alright, and I'm going to show y'all. See? I just pin the top corners. See the top corners? I pin the top corners so that when I fold the edge, which is ultimately going to happen, you see where the border line is. Alright, so this is how we end up with having that outer border line. Alright, and it's supposed to look the same way. Now that I've lined it up properly, once you've lined it up properly, it should fall in line throughout the rest of the canvas. Alright, let me get the seat. Alright, so the next thing I do is I grab my pencil and I draw lines, alright, on this canvas. Now with each fold, right, see, you have the connections to where the paper is taped together, and I mark lines as I fold back the paper. Alright, now I'm going to explain why I mark those lines. Now brothers, like I said before, y'all are going to develop your own rhythm in terms of doing this. Alright, you know, but this is just the way that I do it, you know. Alright, so I got my glue stick. Alright, now the lines that I've drawn, alright, are to indicate to me when I'm gluing the canvas of how far to go, because I'm going to glue section by section. Alright, so you see my lines? Alright, this is my lines, those are my lines. Alright, so I'm going to do this block first. Alright, now you put it on there liberally, but not too much, because what you call it, the ink, okay, on the paper is water soluble. Alright, so if you put too much, even though this is waxy, it'll cause the ink to basically, you know, it's just like when you get your sign wet in the rain, and the rainwater spoils the sign and leave those nasty watermarks. So after you put that glue down, you line it up and you press it out with your hand like that. Alright? You press it out with your hand. Alright? And you go back again and you do the other section. Put it on there, not too much like I said before. Now brothers, I'm rushing. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And this is economically viable for you brothers out there. You ain't got to go to Staples or Kinko's and spend a shitload of money, you know what I'm saying, just to make a sign, man. You know what I'm saying? You could do it yourself for mad cheap, man. You know, provided that you have a printer. You know, provided you have a printer, you get your ink. The ink is expensive as hell though, man. You know, that's no joke. Paper is not too bad in terms of pricing. You know what I'm saying? But the ink is a motherfucker, man. Alright, so you put that on there, you know, and